What is up, you guys? It's currently Sunday, which means it's time to get ready. I'm not too sure what my plans are today, but I know I'm gonna go eat with my mom before anything. And then after me and my mom and my uncle hang out and eat, I believe I'm gonna go to the mall around like 4. So hopefully that's like good. Okay, well, I guess I do know what my plans are then. I just didn't know like if my mom's gonna include some random side quests. That's what I meant by that. Literally, I've realized that my get ready with me's are only to go to school or to the mall. Like, dude, I do nothing else, dude. I need to find new things in San Antonio to do. And I don't like going to quinces, so don't fucking say that. I'll only go to quinces and like sweet 16s if I know the girl. Like, you will never catch me at some random ass one. Like, I gotta know that. If you watched my get ready with me yesterday, you'll know that I was kind of dressing up to take pictures of like a little pumpkin patch scenery like next door from where I go skating at. And y'all, I took them, I posted on my Instagram story on my main. So let me know what y'all think about that, because I mean, I didn't really get fire pictures. I just got like 1 or 2 good ones, and I just posted the cutest one I had. I think it came out cute though, but I do want to go to an actual pumpkin patch, because that was just hay bales and pumpkins at a shaved ice place. So if y'all know some fire pumpkin patches in San Antonio, let me know, because I saw one and they were saying that it was bad, and I don't want to go to a bad one. I'm gonna be mad. Okay, 500 years later, skin is finally prepped and ready for foundation. Yesterday, I used my Fit Me, and a lot of people were asking the shade number. It's 120, guys. But I'm going to go back to my old faithful. We're going to go to Milani. This is shade 1A. And we're going to go right on in, because we have a good prep going on. Hair tutorial, makeup tutorial, all that is posted on my YouTube. I'm going to put my YouTube right here, because a lot of people be asking, and it's in my bio. I'm not gonna lie, I think I might just wear like a black outfit today, because I don't really know what I want to go for, because I want to do something tomorrow, but I don't know what. Me and my friends were talking, because we're doing something today, but like, I don't know if we're gonna do something tomorrow. And today I wanted to have my little middle part again, like when I posted that lip syncing video. And the only thing I was like kind of skeptical about it is like, you're not gonna be able to see my earrings, but it's like, girl, it's fine. I should really style them Tuesday when I go back to school. I should have showed this in the beginning of the video, but I get a lot of questions about my eyebrows. Literally, y'all, I don't fill them in or nothing. These are my hairs. I go in with this first. I know I talk shit about it, guys, but it's good when it's paired with something. It's just not good on its own, okay? And then after this, I go in with combat gel, and this combo right here works so good. Like, oh gosh. And the only time I'll fill my brows in is if they're looking like really ashy from like the powder and the foundation. But as you can see right now, they're pretty dark. Yeah, in my last get ready with me, somebody was like, ew, your headband's so dirty. It's covered in makeup. Bitch, I think it's a makeup headband. Ho, I'm confused. Is that not what it's supposed to do? I feel like if I didn't wear the headbands, the fucking makeup would be all in my hair. So that's why I wear them. Like, I don't know. And it's also a really bad habit. And like, I like to match my headbands with the shirt that I'm wearing, with the outfit that I'm gonna wear. Like, it's like a whole step, guys. Come on. Because I went skating Friday, it made it feel like a Saturday. So Saturday felt like Sunday. And I kept thinking I had school Saturday that night, but it was just Sunday today. And then even tomorrow, I don't have school. Like, girl, what am I on about? Let's talk about some Halloween stuff, though. Because, girl, it's October, I think, 12th. Let me make sure. Yeah, it's October 12th, okay? And, ooh, it's getting closer. Y'all left me some fire inspos for some Halloween looks, so I'm definitely gonna do those. I don't know if I'm gonna do anything tomorrow. Like, if me and my friends don't do nothing again, then I'll probably do a makeup look, because that's gonna be cool. And I've been thinking, I think I might want to go to school as Hello Kitty, because I've been seeing the cutest Hello Kitty costumes done wrong, and I want to do them right. Like, I just know I'm gonna eat up, and nobody has more of a right to be Hello Kitty than fucking me. Like, hello. Last year for school, I think I went kind of as like a clown. I think that's basically what it was, because I had like those lines that the clowns have. It was like neon green. If I can find a picture, I'll put it right here, but don't expect it. But it was pretty fun. Like, there was some people who dressed up. Like, one of my friends had dressed up as a little cat that day. It was fun, and I definitely want to do something again. But if I did something big and bold like that last year, I would be fine doing Hello Kitty, because like, that's just gonna be cute, you know. Soft launch. A lot of y'all were also asking me to do Corpse Bride. Y'all, last year for Halloween Day, I was Corpse Bride. I was. And I think I ate her down for the first time doing colorful makeup like that. Like, I never made myself blue ever. Okay, we're going to put a little bit more concealer, then blend it out, and then we're going to do our blush, just so we have a bright base. And I'm actually running out of this concealer, which is crazy, because I thought I never would. It felt like that fucking concealer had so much, like, product in it. Like, it was just falling out. People thought I took the stopper out because of how much product there was. But, like, that's just how it was. I def gotta go get more. I gotta get this. I gotta get that concealer, and then I gotta get a new mascara because this one's all ran out. I've put my micellar water in it over like 8 times, and like it made it brand new, but like I think it's already just dry up in there. Like I don't even think there's any product to re-moist. Like like there's nothing in that bitch. Okay, I'm just putting a little bit bronzer like that's left over on the blush just to reconstruct the bright eye shape. And now we're gonna go in with our blush. I'm wearing black today, so let's think. Do I want a bright pink or do I want dusty rose? Bro, last time I did pink, I did too much, so I'm gonna try to be careful. I really want some pink here, so let's do that. Let's do that. Y'all, recently I've been getting comments that I'm like acting like a pick-me, and that pisses me off because it's like I could see it because like I'm very loud and energetic. But this is me, y'all. Like, this is how I am with my friends. Like, this is how I am with my mom. Like, this is how I am, y'all. And y'all are just seeing it, too. Because I'm choosing to let y'all see. Like, what? Y'all only see what I let y'all see. So, it's like, I have bad days. I have days that I don't even want to talk to nobody. Not even, like, to the fucking camera type shit. Like, I just have bad days. Everybody has bad days. Everybody has a right to have a bad day and not want to talk. So, you know, I just show y'all when I'm happy because y'all don't need to see me when I'm in a bad mood, girl. It's wicked. It get wicked. Okay, guys, I'm already setting my face. Currently, it's 1, and I told my mom I'd be ready by 2:30, and then I gotta be at the mall by 4. Ugh! This wasn't in my plans at all. If I knew my mom wanted to go eat and hang out, I would have woke up at like 10. I woke up at 12 to get ready because I knew I didn't have to be ready till 4 for the mall, but now my mom wants to go eat, and I don't want my mom to go eat without me. Like, come on. Okay, guys, I just sprayed my face with the Milani setting spray, and I'm putting some pressed powder, and then I'm gonna start bronzing. I don't think I'll ever get over how good this bronzer smells. It smells exactly like a coconut. Like, holy shit. Period. Y'all, I love toasty makeup, but I just feel like I could never leave the house without a smidge of blush. Like, I just need that, bro. I know y'all see this bright section right here. Y'all just staring at it, so let me go ahead. But we make it really bright just so your blush can pop out. It's kind of like a base coat, you know. It's just like that technique. Okay, guys, this is what our base is looking like so far. It's currently 1:14, so we're good on time. I said I'd be done by 2:30, and I think I really will be done by 2:30. Let me just finish up like my lashes, my highlighter, and I'll be back. Okay, the beat is finished. It all came out very, very cute. Now it's time to do this freaking hair. Honestly, guys, I don't know if I want to do a black headband with like pieces out, or if I want to do 2 little black bows on each side. So we're gonna figure that out. Yeah, the headband looks so cute, but so does the bows and the sunglasses. I don't know what to do. Look how cute the bows look, bro. That is so cute. But I kind of want to save like this exact hairstyle for school and like a colored look because I have a lot of different colors. And then obviously we could just leave it plain, but then I also have these glasses, and I love a good glasses look, but like, what is the vibe? I don't know. I think I might go get dressed and see what matches then. Okay, guys, I'm back. This is what I chose to wear. It's actually kind of cute. These are the jeans that y'all wanted me to wear Thursday, but I chose the light wash ones instead. My bad, guys. Okay, guys, I think I'm just gonna do a headband hairstyle because this looks cute. I think that looks cute. What do y'all think? Yeah, that's cute. Okay, guys, I just put on all my jewelry and my earrings too. They're there. You just can't see them. Okay, guys, this is everything. This is the final product. Everything came out cute as fuck. Y'all already know the Tories. My bad.
Get ready with me for ACL. This is my outfit. I'm obsessed with it. I am a little behind, so we do have to get ready really fast. But guys, this time I'm in fact not going alone. Last weekend I went by myself one day. I would never recommend it. It was so overwhelming and I was so scared. And I posted saying how I felt really lonely there. So everyone has been asking if I'm depressed or okay. I promise I'm fine. I promise. But this time I'm going with Isabel and our friend Maddie. This is my ACL redemption day. Oh, you look so good.
Are you sure?
Yeah. That's perfect. Isabel just showed me her outfit. It looks so good. Today, Sabrina Carpenter is performing. I went to her concert almost a year ago, actually. She is such a good performer. Really pretty much going just to see her. I'm trying Morphe's setting spray because it's supposed to be similar to the one size. This smells 9,000 times better than the one size. So we'll see if it actually makes it last. But guys, it's gonna be like 90 degrees today. So I know my hair and makeup is gonna be melted off. As long as we get one singular good picture, I will be content. Because I always have this issue and I'm the last one to get ready. I don't know about you, but my time management skills are just not all there. Maddie's been ready for 30 minutes and I'm pretty sure Isabel's ready. Okay, the lashes might be a little much, but I don't care. I need to like fix up my hair. I was gonna do little braids, but I feel like I don't have time. These are the boots I'm wearing. This is the final outfit. Sorry for this angle. I will see you guys later. Bye guys, love you.
Ready for me for practice. My hair is actually a mess because before I went to the doctor, I left my hair wet. And then I slept on it and it just creased. But anyway, let's get ready. Today was actually horrible. Like, I don't know who gave me strep, but it was actually horrible. I feel so much better now that we caught it like early and I already got on meds. We went to the doctor. I thought I had flu and not strep. So I'm low-key glad that I had strep and not flu, because flu, they can't give you like any antibiotics for it to go away, but strep they can. Last night was like the worst. I was shivering and then I took a nap and I woke up sweating. This time of year though, I am always sick. Like, if you know me, I am always sick during the fall, winter. I just catch everything. And I even take immunity pills and it just does not work. I am really tired, but if you know, you cannot skip to your practice. And since I'm like not like dying, I just decided to go. Also, we added this couch into my room and I'm so excited. It also folds into a sofa so people can sleep on it. I'm doing like really light makeup for practice because I'm just gonna sweat it all off, but I did have like a lot of pimples, so I covered them up. Okay, this is the only lip gloss I can find and it's the Rhode one. I have like none of it left, but I don't know where any of my lip glosses went. It is actually so ratchet. I'm probably gonna wash it again tonight because it just, there's no way I can go to school with my hair looking like this. I like my hair in a mid pony because they're my favorite hairstyles to go to practice, because they just like keep your hair out of your face. Even if I look bald, I don't really care. Hair is ready, and then I'm just gonna spray some perfume. So of course, do not want to be smelling at practice, even though I'm probably not gonna be doing a lot.
Get ready with me for Auburn, Georgia. Except we're not going to the game, and my best friend from ASU is here. Hey, Queen. And I'm like not gonna do my hair. Like, I just like, part of me just like doesn't care to get fully out and ready because I don't have a ticket. I'm really excited. We're gonna tailgate hop. Only one of my roommates is actually home too. One is coming back actually right now. She's gonna be here pretty soon. The other is visiting her boyfriend. The one that's here is currently at breakfast. So apparently people are already ready for this game. I'm just starting. Me and Kate are like kind of depressed about the Mexican food. Like, Arizona, not good Mexican food. Auburn, not like Texas. Like, come on. I told her the guac here is really good. The queso, no. I also just took her to the dining hall, which I didn't even know was open. It was like empty, and it's a freaking game day. All the tailgates are outside. I've never had our dining hall breakfast before. It's actually really good. I had strawberry shortcake. I'm starting to realize I should have fake tanned. I don't even fake tan here. I cracked the code though. I use the Cocoa and Eve, and it's like lotion, and you put it on. I put it on at night. I wake up and I'm like immediately tanner. I'm also trying to make Kate a Pi 5 for the day. She's a Kaio at ASU. I'm trying to force her to wear a Pi 5 pin because today she's an Auburn Tiger. I can't wait though, because the first tailgate we're going to is one of our high school friends' frats, and so we're gonna go troll the heck out of him, and it's gonna be so funny. His friends from Austin were supposed to come. They didn't. I would like for my makeup to stay all day long because I'm trying to be rallying all day long. I'm trying to be hype and up and at it. Kate just asked me if I think she can pull off the Auburn girl, the average Auburn sorority girl, and I was like, I honestly am still working on trying to pull that off here. I think she's honestly also in shock because of how different our culture is from theirs. And here I am like worried about Auburn versus Georgia when like everyone I know is freaking either at ACL in Austin or at the Red River rivalry. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to say horns up for this one. I just don't like OU. I'm trying to debate what I have Kate do with me tomorrow. Like, it's gonna be a Sunday. We want to go shopping. We can go downtown. I need her to meet Ruth. If you know, you know. I'm gonna make her get Toomer's lemonade. That's like a must do. I'm thinking we're gonna have to fill in my eyebrows a little bit. But every time I do this, it just looks not right. Also, we're fully just gonna be tailgate hopping today. Like, we're gonna show up to random tailgates and just hope they don't care, because whatever. Like, what are they gonna do? Kick me out? Go ahead. Also, my outfit's literally from Shein. Oh, I already have my pins on. I'm so used to getting ready with so many people in here, but this is honestly a vibe. All my roommates are just out and about. It's freaking so cold outside today, and I'm really happy about it, but like, I'm still wearing this because knowing me, I'm gonna get hot like immediately somehow. Just glad I'm honestly not gonna be stuck in a stadium. I think it'll be really fun not having tickets, like if we make the most of it. I also took Kate to the frats yesterday, but she got here unfortunately a little too late for it to be like fun. They were completely empty by the time we got there, and we also like walked. But like the Georgia frats were actually like collabing with our fries, which I find kind of scary. I also need this to stay all day. It's not going to, but honestly debating how hard it would be to sneak into this game because I really want to be able to see it, but also I know if we did have tickets, we would probably get bored. Anyways, pretty much ready. This is my jewelry, auburn necklace. I'm allergic to perfume or something. Anyways, love y'all, bye.
Every single time I get new makeup, I'm like scared to try it because once you have your normal makeup routine that works for you, it's kind of scary to try new stuff. But I have a lot of new makeup to try, so we're gonna do this together and get over our fear because let's just do like a whole new face. There's only like 3 products in this routine that I'm gonna use that I normally do use, but first I'm starting off with this Merit Primer Moisturizer. I have seen people use this and I've used Merit before, but I've never actually tried this. It's supposed to be really hydrating for your makeup and be a good primer, so we will see. My face is definitely hydrated, so I do like that so far. And then we have the Kiehl's Avocado Eye Treatment. I've used this a few times, maybe like 3 times. I literally just got it, but I've never used it under makeup, and apparently it's supposed to make your concealer go on way better, and I do already like it on its own. Good girl, you are chomping on that bone. We're gonna need to be a little quieter. Yeah, I love this eye cream. Then I have this new lip balm from Naturum. I don't know how to say it, but it's just like a clear, thick balm that we're gonna put on before my makeup. So when I do my lip combo, my lips are all nice and prepped. Ooh, I really like this applicator. Okay, yeah, I like this. Put the clear one on, but I also have it in like this light pink shade. I definitely could see myself using these like every day just on their own. This is not new. It's the NARS concealer. I have loved this concealer for so long, but I haven't used it in a while, so we're gonna do this one today. It's just so creamy, but I have so many concealers that I love that I feel like I forget about so many. This is my favorite brush from Hourglass. It is so good and just blends everything seamlessly. Now onto cream. Oh my god. We have 2 cream blushes we can try. I'm gonna go in with both. This is the NYX Cheeks Liquid Blush. Do a small dot on each side. I don't know how pigmented these are, and we are using 2. Then we have the Too Faced Cloud Crush. I love this in the powder version, but I've never tried the liquid yet, so we're gonna do just a little bit. My go-to blush brush from Say. Ooh, these are not that pigmented. It's good though, because I didn't put that much on, and I feel like that was like the most perfect amount. And they like soaked into the skin. Ooh, I love this duo actually. I would actually use them together again. For liquid contour, I bought this so long ago and only used it once, so I don't even remember if I liked it or not. Ooh, I don't know if that's a good shade. It's kind of like yellow orangey. It's not really a contour shade. It did blend in beautifully. It's just not the correct shade for like contour. I love this one from Morphe that I've been using, so I'm gonna use this to kind of fix it a little bit. I would use the Merit one again. I just need to get my right shade, but I'm gonna go in with my Morphe one for contour. I've used this so many times and I freaking love it. It just glides on the skin so well, and this is in the shade Sudden Heat. Always going in with my Makeup by Mario brush to blend in my contour. Just as good as the Hourglass brushes. I love these. I just poke myself in the eye. It's watering now. Next, I've never heard of this brand. It's called $1 Billion Brows, and it's their brow lift gel. I'm just gonna use this to kind of put my brows into place. My brows aren't really much, so I'm not that picky on brow product. It doesn't dry down too fast, so I am able to layer it, which I really like, and I would definitely use this again. And I love how tiny it is. Here is the face with all the liquid products. I feel like everything is working together so well, but now we have 2 different powders. The Lawless Perfecting Powder. I have it in 2 different shades. This shade is the translucent, so it's just white, and then I also have it in like this lighter pink brightening shade. Go ahead and use the brightening shade. I feel like that's just the safer option. Okay, definitely brighten the under eye for sure. I'm gonna go ahead with some more and just put it in my T-zone just to kind of brighten the center of my face. Definitely made me matte, but I still feel like I'm glowing within still, so this is a yes from me. To set my liquid blush, I have this new Dibs Baked Blush in the shade Spice Gal. I'm gonna go ahead and just do a little in the middle. I don't know how pigmented this is. You definitely build with this. It smells really good. Because it's like a baked formula, it definitely gives like a little bit of a glow, and I love that. Typically don't go for baked blushes. I like when they're matte, but I honestly really love this. Next for powder bronzer, I've been using this for a while and I freaking love it. It's the Polite Society bronzer, and I feel like nobody talks about it. It's their blurring bronzer, and it literally does blur, just blends right into the skin and looks so natural. I love it. This isn't new. It's the powder melting setting spray from One Size. I've used it a few times. I just love how natural it makes my makeup look. I never try new mascaras because I'm just so picky, but this one's from Clinique and it's black and waterproof, and that's like the only mascara that I will try is if it's waterproof and it's like really black. I just want to do the smallest layer of mascara, nothing crazy. It's not clumpy at all, which I love, so I honestly would use this again. Okay, yes, I really love this mascara. Next, I have the NYX Line Loud Lip Pencil, so we're gonna give this a try. It's really creamy. might be too creamy for my liking. I just feel like I'm gonna mess up and like glide it somewhere it's not supposed to go when it's this creamy. Okay, it's like too dark. I need to restart. I'm gonna go in with my Say lip liner. I love this one. Then I have 3 lip gloss choices. I have the Charlotte Tilbury one that I've used twice. I love it. I have the $1 Billion Beauty lip gloss, and then I have the NYX one. I think I'm gonna go in with the NYX lip oil because I hear great things about this. Oh wow. And it smells really good. Oh yes, I love this. For almost all new makeup, I feel like I'm very happy with how it turned out. I do think the lips are still a tad bit dark, but I can lighten them up. But the base and the mascara looks so freaking good for being like all new makeup. Besides the lip liner shade, everything was like amazing and I loved it.
Get ready with me, but if I say the word honestly, we have to move on to the next step. I did this challenge a couple weeks ago with the word like, and my next word that I use the most is honestly. My brows first, Benefit Brow Setter. I'll be real with you, I've been using this for the longest time thinking it wasn't that good of a brow gel, but really I just had to let it dry down a little, and then it holds your stuff down. So, you know, honestly now I get it. First step, at least I pretty much got my brows done. Primer, we have the Closest Green Beam in shade Sunlit. Gotta keep our skin SPF protected always. My nails right now looking so bad, but I have the cutest nail sets coming. I can't wait to show you. I was doing underpainting in my makeup routine the other day and I really liked it, so let's do it. I'm trying this new bronzer location down here, definitely interesting. And right here for a sculpted look. Better hope I don't say it right now because I need to blend all of these in. Halloween is coming up so soon, you've gotta let me know what your costumes are. Now here for the eye, I swear this one really just seals the deal. Another makeup hack I learned the other day is putting highlight on your cheeks before you do your blush or anything for a nice glow underneath. Makeup artists also let it get a little tacky to kind of act like a primer. So we'll leave it there for a sec. Randomly pick a Rare Beauty blush to go on top. Let's do that. I have Virtue. Perfect, to be honest. To be honest, does that count? I kind of think that counts. Oh no. So we're gonna have to go straight to blush. Only isn't the worst case in the world because now these are just gonna blend together. Shall blend with caution. Good thing I'm doing underpainting today, so we still have skin tint. Do you see that glow on my cheeks though? Yeah. Next we have skin tint. Let's use my Make Beauty. I'm gonna apply this to my hand and then maybe I'll do dots around my face. We'll see. Honestly, is that like too dark for me right now? I don't know. I just said it. To leave it like this. For skin tint is concealer. Let's add just a little bit here. And I'm gonna really try to only touch the concealer. I accidentally just went to go blend a dot. I'm sorry. Slow and steady. Okay, yeah, still some dots. Maybe we'll do powder right now. Honestly, maybe blush. Does that mean I skip powder or blush? My vocabulary is not very strong right now. What the actual heck? Let's bronze me up. I definitely don't want too much. Highlight, how about a blush highlight? Yeah, in shade Love, so good, but honestly, one is all you need. Like, literally enough. Oh, did I just say it? I can't remember. Let me look. Okay, I'm back. I definitely said it. Let's go on to mascara. Everyone let me know your favorite mascara. Mine is always drugstore. 9 times out of 10, it's L'Oreal or Maybelline, something waterproof. Let's add some more color to these lips. Oh, Makeup by Mario in Rustic Pink. Is Anastasia Beverly Hills lip liners one of my faves. They last on your lips so long. I love the smell of them. Honestly, it just smells like a pencil, which reminds me of school. I don't know why I like that. We can't even blend that, huh? Let's begin. This applicator wisely, maybe blend. Okay, we'll call it at that. This is the Essence Fix and Last Matte Setting Spray. I don't really think it's very matte at all, to be honest with you. Realized that as it was literally coming out of my mouth. Well, makeup challenge is done. We cut that early. The worst thing that happened to us was the foundation skin tint dots. That was not meant to happen. Let me know what you think and what challenge should I try next?
Hey guys, story time about how I almost got fired from my job this summer. And it's quite embarrassing. So basically for the past 3 years, for my summer high school job, I worked at this day kids summer camp that was it was from 9 to 2. It was just a good high school summer job. And I did it with 2 of my really good friends. So yeah, that's what I did for the past 3. And the summer camp is at a country club. So obviously we're gonna have a lot of rules and stuff about dress code. Your shirt always has to be tucked in. But the first year they were not what's the word? Strict on phones. We were allowed to have our phones in our bag. They would literally be out in plain sight and it was just allowed. They said we weren't allowed to have our phones, but it was just a rule that a rule that they didn't enforce and they didn't really care to enforce. So yeah, that first year we always had our phones out, and then that second year got a little bit stricter. They were kind of you can't have your phone out in plain sight just like if we catch you with your phone, like you can have it, but if we catch you on it, like when you're not supposed to be on it, like then it'll be an issue. But like obviously we were allowed to like go to the bathroom like whenever we needed and just like check our phone. But like we obviously like still had it, and we have like these little like counselor bags, so, like they would be in our bag with like the first aid kit and all that stuff. But then this year rolls around, so this summer, like this past summer, so I show up for my 3rd year, and it's like they're like, okay, some of the rules are going to be a little stricter. Some of the rules are going to be a little stricter this year. And one of them was phones. So they were like, you're literally not allowed to have your phone at all. It can't even be on you for like this 6-7 hours that we worked. Okay, sorry, ignore that. Anyways, so basically what happened was we always have like a morning meeting like 30 minutes before like the kids arrive, like all the counselors do with like our boss, and she gives like announcements. And so after that, she had a key to our like camp counselor locker. So every single morning my boss would go and open this locker. She'd watch us all put our phones in there, and then she would lock it, and she's the only one with the key, so she would reopen it at the end of the day, and we would get our phones and we'd leave. And obviously me and my 2 other friends were not fond of this new rule, so we were like, we have to find a way out of it. And like in no way were we like phoneaholics. Like I can go without my phone. It's just like it was nice being able to have it on you, and like just in case you like really need to check it and to make sure that like nothing was like wrong, you know, because that's like all communication like nowadays is your phone. So anyway, we come up with the grand old idea to, well, I was like, oh, like I have a burner phone. It's my old like iPhone, I don't even know, like iPhone X, I don't know. It's not old enough to the point where they're like, this is a burner phone, but it's just like it's cracked down the middle. It does not turn on, like it looks broken. Yeah, that was my grand old idea. So obviously we turned in our phones for the first like 2 weeks because we didn't want to like break the rules, because they were like, if you break this rule, if we find like your phone on you, like you get 1 warning and then like you're done. And so obviously like when there's a new rule, you don't want to like, you're scared to break it. But as the summer went on, we were like, we can get around this. So I show up one day with my burner phone, and that's what I turned in to the locker. And I just put my phone in like our counselor bags that are literally paper thin, like you could see my phone through it. But I was like, this is such a good idea. And one of my other friends, she didn't have a good burner phone, but she had like an old iPod, and so like some of the days she would turn in that, and it's just like, are we dumb? And then my other friend would put like a purse in the locker, and she'd be like, oh, don't worry, like my phone's in there, because it's not like they're gonna like go and like snoop around in her bag and like make sure her phone's in there. So that's what she would turn in, and like we were like, oh my god, like we are so smart. Anyway, it worked for a really, really long time. Like I turned in that burner phone for weeks. I also would like to preface, like even though we had our phones in our bag, we treated it as the year before, where it was like we obviously wouldn't be on our phones in plain sight like when we needed to watch the kids. It would just be like when I needed to go to the bathroom, I would just pull it out and I would check it. And my job as a camp counselor, it's just to get the kids from place to place. So I would take them to swimming, drop them off with the swimming instructors, take them to tennis, drop them off with the tennis instructors, and then I would just sit there and watch until I had to take them to like lunch. So obviously when I knew I needed to like have an eye on them, I wouldn't be on my phone. But like in the moments where like they were with other people and watched, like then I would go to the bathroom. However, I do know this whole situation is my fault. So anyways, one day we were at our like afternoon activity, which happened every day, and this day it was free swim. So me and my 2 friends were like sitting on the pool deck chairs watching, because we kind of acted like a second tier like lifeguard, because we had like kids like in the water. We needed to make sure like they were safe. So we were sitting there watching, and my friend was like, oh, I'm gonna go get my bag, because as I said, we all had like a counselor bag with like first aid, and that's where we were like keeping our phones too. And that day we had actually eaten outside on the pool deck, so her phone was just like right over, or not her phone, her bag was just right over where we had just eaten, and she was like, I'm gonna go grab it. So she walks over and she sees our like 2 bosses like talking, and she saw that her bag, where she originally left it, it was moved, and she was like, ah, dang it. So she goes to like grab the bag, and my bosses are like, wait, you know, like, come here for a little second. And she's like, oh, okay. And they basically tell her, we don't know if they, like, went through her bag, but they basically, like, told her, they were like, we know you have your phone in your bag. Like, this is your last warning. They were strict about it. And so obviously she was like, oh my God, like, I'm so sorry. Like, it won't happen again. And then she took her bag and came back over to us and obviously gave us all the tea. And then so we were freaking out because we obviously had our phones in our bags too. So we like quickly ran into the bathroom and like shoved them in a locker in case they came over and like checked our bags. And then we saw our bosses talking to our other like co-workers, like our other camp counselors, and we don't know what was said, but we were assuming they were asking if like me and my other friend had our phone because like our friend had her phone. We were kind of like a trio, so like we definitely had our phones. Anyways, nothing happened the rest of the day, so me and my other friend were like, let's go, like we didn't get caught. And my other friend was like, God dang it, like that's so annoying that like she got caught, but like we were doing the same thing, but she was like, whatever, like glad you guys like didn't get caught. Nope, that was false hope. So after work that day, we get a text from our bosses and they're like, everyone at work tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. sharp, and if you're late, like, you're in trouble. So obviously the next day, we scurry our little butts to the morning meeting right at 8:30, and I still thought we weren't caught. I thought we were just gonna get, like, a talking to and be like, hey, like, we found somebody with their phone, like, if you have your phone, like, don't do that. So nothing happens in, like, morning meeting, whatever, I don't know. But when we go and, like, turn in our phones, I'm so stupid. I turned in my burner phone again because I thought I wasn't caught. Like, I thought they only caught my friend. And then my other friend who wasn't caught was smart that she, like, actually turned in her phone that day because she knew that they would be strict. But I was like, my burner phone looks so real. Like, they won't know. Am I dumb? Anyways, of course, they locked the locker and then they let everyone else go. And they were like, you three, stay. And they're pointing to me and my two other friends. And I was like, oh, okay. This work gets quite bad. It's us and our two bosses. It's just the five of us down there, and they are staring at us, and they go, we know all three of you guys had your phones. And I was like, oh. They were also like, we know you've been turning in burner phones in, like, bags, like, with your phone not in it. So we're assuming after they caught my friend, they went in the locker and they checked, like, people's phones, and they probably flipped over my burner phone and was like, this phone isn't even usable. And they were also like, we've seen the outline of your phones, like, in your bags. We were just hoping that you guys would eventually do the right thing. And so we, like, didn't, like, bring it up. And, like, how embarrassing. Anyways, this is when it's so embarrassing for me. They look us dead in the eye and they go, if any of you guys have your phone on you right now, I'll unlock the locker and you go put it in. And of course, I'm the only one out of the three of us who still has her phone in her bag because I turned in my burner phone. And so my other two friends are like, no, we're good. We turned them in today. Like, we're so sorry. And they start walking away. And then it's just me. And they're like staring at me. And I was like, oh my God. Because I didn't know if they knew that I had turned in my burner phone that day or like I had my phone on me. So I was like, do you think I can get away with it if I like just walk away and act like I turned in my phone that day? But then I ended up getting too scared and I like opened my bag and I was like, I'm so sorry. And I pulled out my phone and like she had opened the locker for me and they were like dead staring at me. I was like, oh, sorry. And then I literally sprinted to catch up to my friends because they left me alone. It was so embarrassing. I was just like, I'm so sorry. Anyway, I'm running out of time, but then I heard later that day that they were talking to my coworkers about that moment and they were like, it was so embarrassing. You don't think I know that it was embarrassing? I know. I ran out of time to go fully in depth on that last part. I'll give more details later, but just know it was embarrassing. Didn't get fired though. That's all, bye.
Hey guys, get ready with me from the grave. You know what? If I could go back in time and not upload that video where it was a flashback of where people used to make rumours that I was dead, I would take that down in an instant. Because why are people now going out saying that I've died in a car accident? Like, on a real one, that's really, 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 really messed up. So I'd appreciate if you didn't do that and did not make up false rumours about me, and also you don't know how it can affect someone, so please just be mindful and don't do that in the future because that's really messed up. Anyway, on a good note, I am still here and I will still be boring you with my get ready with these, so get ready with me. Yesterday I actually went to the Metro Centre and I met so many of you guys. It was so sweet because I actually didn't realise, but I posted beforehand that I was going to the Metro Centre, and I met some of these girls, and this girl and her mum, they were like, oh, we've been literally like searching through the Metro Centre for you. I was like, oh hey.
And these other girls were like, oh, Tallulah, we literally came to the Metro Centre today because we saw you were going. I was like, oh, you're my best friend now. Guys, and you won't actually believe it. I met the sweetest group of girls in the world, and I met them, and then I said my goodbyes, and then I went into Sephora, and they reappeared with these 3 teddies. Guys, they bought me an Eden the Toast teddy. I love you. They also bought Owen a gaming console teddy, but Owen's obviously got that. But I just want to say thank you so much, and please, like, I felt so bad taking them off you guys. Like, the girls were like, no, we got them for you. Take them. Like, you have to take them. And I was like, ah! By the way, if you guys don't know what the Metro Centre is, it's literally a shopping centre in Newcastle, and it's probably the biggest one we've actually got. Speaking of the Metro, I did not know they had an Urban Outfitters in the Metro Centre now. I was gagged. I was like, I need to go in there. Me and Owen were literally about to leave because we park in the Red Mall, and we were just about to leave, and then I looked up and I was like, is that Urban Outfitters? Owen was like, oh my god, it is. So I ran in there. I actually found some really cute bits. Also, speaking about shopping, I actually went to Flannels and I got this tracksuit from the Couture Club, and I'm obsessed with it. It's so cute. It's got these like cute little joggers and then the little zip up, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I think someone's just entered my house and I actually don't know who it is. I can hear them talking downstairs and I'm like, who is there? Are y'all ready for this transition? Un, deux, trois. No, un, deux, trois. Hey, that's just taking me about 10 years, but it's fine. Yeah, guys, I know you're gonna kill me, but I have kind of reverted back to lashes. Not fully. I've had them in for about like 4 days now, like 6, 7 days now. But I probably will be carrying on with my lash journey in a couple of days. I just wanted to, you know, have lashes again for like a week or something. I don't really know, I just missed them. Anyway, guys, I hope you're so glad to know that I'm alive and breathing and etc. Jesus! But I love y'all. I love y'all so much. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye! Mwah!
Get ready with me for John Party. This actually looks insane, so we're gonna have to ignore it. Of course, we have to listen to the set list while we get ready because I have to prepare. This concert is Brayden's 2-year gift to me because our 2 years is in like a week, which is crazy, but I'm super excited because like I've only been to one concert in my life and it was Luke Combs, and that's like country like John Party, and I think it'll be the same atmosphere, which is like so fun. My face is breaking out like crazy, so we're gonna have to do a lot of spot concealing and just let it sit. Lip liner is already wanting to come off, so let's take it off. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, this looks insane. I told so many people I was going to John Party and they're like, what kind of party? Like, you have to be missing out so much not to listen to John Party. Like, if you guys have not listened, you guys need to listen because it's so good. If you don't know John Party, you definitely know, like, that's why they call me Mr. Saturday Night. Like, it's all over TikTok, and you guys would definitely know that song, like, if you're listening to John Party. Because, like, that's really popular right now, so you've definitely heard him. I can't wait to show you guys my outfit. This is the top, but, like, the bottoms are so cute. This looks crazy, but I'm gonna go do my mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay, my speaker just died, and I finished my makeup, so I'm all done now. Bye, guys. Ah, the voice cracked. Bye, guys. I'll tell you guys how it is tomorrow. Get ready with me for homecoming. I have to go put my extensions in and then curl them. And then Cressley is going to come over and put my hair into a ponytail. Because I'm going to do a party pony because my dress looks so good with the party pony. I had to go work on setting up decorations for the dance today. So I already had an energy drink, but I'm going to get another one.
Hey y'all, my name's Anna Henning. Get ready with me for homecoming.
But we have pictures at 3 and it's 1:30. And then I have to go home and do my makeup and paint my toes.
She will most definitely be late.
Definitely. It's 2 o'clock and this is how we're looking. I'm gonna need Cressley to hurry it up. Okay, I just made it home from Cressley's and I am really stressed because I have to leave in about 15 minutes and I don't have any makeup on. So we're gonna do this in record speed. We're meeting at Peach Park at 3, which means I have to leave my house at 2:45, and it is 2:27. And then after we take pictures by ourselves, we have group pictures at 4, and then we're going to eat at a Mexican restaurant at around 5-ish.
And then the dance starts at 6, so I might be a little late, but it's okay. I also don't have a bag packed for after homecoming because we're going to Adeline's house. She's having a party, and I don't have a bag packed for that either. I am really excited though, just to take pictures. Okay, here's the dress. It's so pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and put on some perfume. I have this Burberry Goddess. These are the earrings that I'm wearing. Hallie, if you're watching this, I'm sorry I stole your earrings. Okay, I'm gonna go put on my shoes and then I'll be ready for homecoming. I hope you guys have a great day.
Easy ways to lose a guy. Number 1, show that you care. Make him baskets on the holidays. Give him sweet little notes and cards. Take him shopping. Ask to see him. Tell him that you really could see this going somewhere. Give him a bunch of compliments. Tell him that you're so excited to talk to him every single day and that he's a really great person. Express your interest in him. Let him know that you find him attractive. Make sacrifices like cancel on your friends to go hang out with him. Let him know your real feelings and that he's irritating you. Let him know that you want him to go with you to something. He probably won't. Tell him to let you know when he's not busy. He'll probably never let you know. Tell him you would love to go to dinner and love him to buy you flowers. I guarantee you he ghosts you the next day. Tell him that all of your friends like him. I bet my damn ass the next 24 hours he's gonna do something that's really gonna piss you off, if not ghosting you. Tell him that he's the sweetest guy that you've ever met. And you wanna know what's sick in the head about all this? The more you like a guy, the faster he's probably gonna leave and fade on you. And go for your friend, go for some other girl. I hope that helps.
It's Friday. It's the perfect crisp fall Friday in New York City. I'm going on a double date. I'm really excited because we're going to my favorite restaurant that I've tried so far. It's in Tribeca and my boyfriend lives in Tribeca, so I feel like we might stay at his tonight. It's always easier for him to come here because he doesn't have as much stuff as me. I swear when I go over there, I'm lugging like this giant ass bag. I already showered earlier, blew out my hair, and I actually think this roller has been sitting in my hair for 5 hours. I feel like I just look really pale, I don't know. Hourglass Vanish Sticks shade 15 just to warm it up a little right here. It's a little orange. I've actually been working all day, so I'm so ready for dinner and some drinks. I have an idea of what I want to wear in my head. I just don't know if it's gonna look good. I feel like the fashion in New York is so relaxed. Doing the least, but looking really good somehow still, if that makes sense. Raving about these lip liners on my Instagram story. They're from Tilt Beauty. This shade Suede in Manhattan. Davon Road shade Sleepy Girl. Just finishing with the Westman Atelier mascara. Kosas Cloud Set. Why does this look different than what I usually look like? This is the final makeup and I'm gonna go get dressed and hopefully what I think is gonna be a good outfit.
Get ready with me for my first day of my period. Period out, period up, period out, period up. I'm dying. I'm having pretty bad cramps today. I'm not gonna lie with you guys. And I'm feeling very emotional. May as well just be like crying all day. I feel like that's what's gonna happen. And I do have to go somewhere today. I'm going to a birthday party that is Lions football themed. It's a really cute Lions long sleeve and I'm gonna wear leggings. Hopefully I don't look too bloated though. This is the outfit. I feel like low-key these leggings make me look snatched, so make sure that we don't smell. We're gonna do these Sun Glow Dewdrops just to give my skin a little bit of color because I feel like on my period my face is really pale. I don't think I'm gonna do too much makeup though just because I'm feeling kind of meh. Just cover up any acne scar. My Patrick Ta bronzer just to warm up my face a bit. Blush, of course. This is my favorite mascara right now, which is pretty rare because I stick to the same things probably for like years. Now we're gonna move on to my hair. I'm gonna be doing it very lazily. Like I'm gonna curl like 6 or 7 pieces max. Oh, cause you had a bad day. You can still look like a baddie on your period. A baddie that cries in the bathroom. I'm feeling a little bit better now that it looks kind of hot. All right, this is the finished outfit. I feel very cute now. And because I'm on my period, I feel like my boobs look great. So that's one good thing about being on my period. I think I'm gonna wear these shoes. This is so cute. My husband got me this shirt. It's honestly made my day. It made me feel like way cuter. And it makes me feel like a little cheerleader. The family's outfits. Jazz hands, guys.
Hi guys, get ready with me. Oh my god, let me give y'all a story time on how I technically got caught skipping class, but I didn't get in too much trouble.
Y'all, I got my nails done though. Mom, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. Okay, so it was this week. It recently just happened. So I had texted my mom, can you bring me food? I would have usually texted my sister to bring me food, but she was at work, so I had to text my mom. At my school, we're not allowed to bring outside food to people, or like just food in general. We can't bring it to school. Well, like we can bring lunch, but drop it off at the office like midday during school. We can't do that. We're not allowed. So I texted my mom like, oh, just put it in a backpack or a bag and put pants over my food. Like I was just telling her a plan, like to put some pants over it and make it seem like I stained and that she brought me an extra pair of clothes. Mind you, I skipped 4th period. It's the period before lunch. Guys, by the way, I'm a straight A student, so don't be saying like, oh, low life as fuck, blah, 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 blah. I have straight A's, so not too much. Okay, anyways, I told my mom to come like at 12:30 or 20 or like somewhere around that time because the bell rings at 12:49 for lunch. And they don't usually call for drop-offs. They usually like tell the parent to text the child to go to the office and get their stuff. So I wasn't really like thinking like at all. So I'm in the bathroom, I'm watching YouTube on my iPad because I bring my iPad to school. And then I get a phone call. It's my mom. She's FaceTiming me and of course I don't answer. I'm like, oh, I'm in class, like why are you calling me? And I'm thinking she's calling me so I could go to the office and like get my stuff. She texts me, she calls me by my middle name and she goes like, why are they saying that you're not in class? Girl, my heart dropped to my fucking ass. At this point, I already knew I was fucked. I couldn't lie my way out of it, like. So the front office lady called my class and saying like, oh, like tell Allison to come to the office, blah, 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 blah. And like, of course, I'm not there. So my teacher goes like, oh, she's not here, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, fuck, I already knew I was fucked. So when my mom asked me like where I'm at, I immediately said, I'm sorry. Luckily, God was with me this day, bro. My mom was in a good mood. So I started saying, I'm sorry, I didn't go to class, I'm in the bathroom, blah, 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 blah. And so she's like, really? And she texts me, she gives me a plan. She goes like, oh, just come to the office, tell them that you stained your pants, put a sweater around you, blah, 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 blah. She was telling me to like a whole ass plan. I'm like, okay, girl, like, whatever. She wasn't as mad. Obviously, she was giving me a little bit of attitude through the text. And like, I was scared to go to the office, bro. I did not want to go to the office. So, as soon as I walk out the restroom, there's a guy from the class I'm supposed to be in. And he goes like, aren't you in my class right now? I'm like, I turn around and I go like, bro, I was like literally shitting myself, bro. I was so scared. Like, I did not want to go to the office. And like, the restroom was like right next to the office. So I'm making my way through the office. And then that's when I reached the front. And the front office lady goes like, where were you? So I'm like, oh, I went to the bathroom. I'm like, I'm sorry. I leaked through my pants, so I didn't want to go to class with embarrassment. And some other lady, I don't know who it was. She's fucking eavesdropping. I don't know. She goes like, who were you with? I wasn't with anybody, so I said nobody. And they go like, are you sure? So the front office lady goes like, oh, why didn't you go to the nurse? She's like giving me attitude already. Like, bitch, okay, like, calm down. Like, yes, I skipped, but calm the fuck down. Like, so, and then I was like, oh, because I wasn't sure if the nurse was there because she has days off and on. Okay, whatever. The front office lady starts talking to my mom, and she goes like, oh, they're supposed to be in class in case of an emergency. The staff is supposed to know where they're at, blah, blah, blah. Talking out of her ass, whatever. And I'm just standing there like awkwardly. And mind you, there was an office aide right there sitting next to them. And like, I know she was like, oh, this is tea for me. I know she was telling her friends, bro. That's so embarrassing. My mom was sad and disappointed in me because like, I would be too, like, because she's so strong on education, on school. She tells me, focus on school, do this, do this, do that. She's like, she stands by that. So I could tell why she was like sad. She literally had a sad look on her face. The office lady comes back to me and she says, if you're caught skipping, you're gonna get in-school suspension. So after they were done telling me shit, my mom goes like, here, she gives me the bag with everything. Surprisingly, she didn't walk out with it. My mom leaves. The front office lady tells me to stay in there for a little bit. And she goes like, you can't be doing that. That's dangerous. That's bad. You're gonna ruin your reputation. Blah, 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 blah. Talking like, bitch, shut up. Like, just let me go. Guys, I'm not a bitch, I promise. But at that moment, I was low-key already mad. Because, like, bro, she was already giving me attitude. And, like, I don't fuck with that shit. Like, bro, I didn't even do nothing. I'm being nice and respectful to you. You're giving me an attitude. Like, whatever. She dismisses me. I go wait outside. Because the bell hasn't rung yet. It's, like, 1 more minute till the bell rings. So I wait outside the office. And then the bell rings, and then I got my food, and I lived happily ever after. I was okay scared to go home, like, in case my mom would have, like, said something more, because she was too calm, like. But I went home, nothing happened. She did bring it up, like, yesterday, because I had asked permission to go out, and she was like, if I find out you're ditching class again, you're not gonna get permissions for nothing. But yeah, guys, that's literally all. It wasn't that interesting, or, like, nothing really bad happened. I just wanted to, like, say that. But yeah, guys, I'm never gonna skip ever again. I've never skipped. I just did not want to go to that class because, bro, I fucking dread that class. Okay, I'm done getting ready. I'm just gonna recurl my hair because the curls fell out. So yeah, thank you for watching and staying tuned for my story time. But yeah, bye guys, and I love y'all so much.
My modest white mom ass, okay? I know where a vibe is. See how long it takes until my toddler comes through that door because she knows I'm getting ready. She can just sense it in her bones when I try to get away for just like a couple seconds. These bags under my eyes that I'm hiding are because I got 5, maybe 6 hours tops of sleep because mom and dad did have a date night last night. Some of our friends came into town, big group of us went to dinner, and most of us were baby free, and so we enjoyed. And I had the hardest work day I probably ever have. My sister was watching Naomi for us, and before we left, I said, I will be coming home drunk, and I will be coming home not early. And she said, okay. And I said, do whatever you want. I don't care. Hey.
I do makeup.
Yeah, I'm doing makeup. Anyways, we just went to like a casual dinner with some of our friends, and then we all went and got a drink, and then Keith and I had this planned. We went and found a beat, okay? We needed to find a vibe. I think this is so funny though. I for sure give mom vibes, right? Okay, like I can dress down, okay? And like be cute on a night out, but like with my new mom shop, like I for sure give mom vibes, right? And so we have like 2 like vibe spots that we'll go to in Greenbelt, and we were waiting in line at one of them. The line wasn't very long. The bouncer knows us. He's like, hey, welcome back, thanks for coming. And I was like, is it a good or a bad vibe tonight? And he goes, I don't know. And I was like, okay, well, we'll go see. It wasn't a great vibe, but while we were waiting in line at this first place, these 3 younger people come up, and they start asking the 2 like girls in front of us, is this a cool place? Where else should we go? Blah, blah, blah. And Keith and I, like, my loud ass, I'm like, oh, this place is pretty good, and the only other place you should go is here. And like, I'm like trying to tell them, and they're like not having it. They probably look at us and they're like, this modest white couple, like, got no seasoning. They don't know what's a vibe, and we're just like, all right. And so I'm like trying to tell them where to go. They don't want to talk to me. And I said, if you don't like it here, I said, it's hit or miss. You got to go to this place. Guess what happened? We left that place, went to the next place. They found us in the middle of it's a club. They found us in the middle of the bar, and they were like, hey. And I was like, what'd I tell you? My modest white mom ass, okay? I know where a vibe is. All that to say, we went home by midnight, okay? So we probably missed like the real party, but we had a good time, okay? We can have a good time and go home by 12. I got a toddler to take care of. In other news, I know like 2 weeks ago, I said I'm starting to warm up to the idea of having a second child. I mean, I want a second child, but starting to warm up the idea of doing it. But like financially and logistically, like I just don't know. Well, it's been 2 weeks, and I think I'm probably just in a different part of my cycle. And now I'm like, all right, maybe we'll just do it. How do I just do that? Like, I don't want to. Like, I need miraculous conception because I just like cannot be the one that's like, all right, let's do it. Not me telling you my business. I think like in the next few months, maybe we'll be like, all right, let's game plan here. The Lord will provide. I'm so worried about like finances and logistics, and a lot of things in our life would have to change with a second child, but the Lord will let it happen, right? And he'll provide. So I just need to like have faith in that and try to stop being the planner. What can't you find? My sanity? Because me either. What are you looking for? So if somebody wants to buy me a bigger home and pay for that second daycare, then I think we're good. Otherwise, I'm just going to move in with my mom. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. Eating my leftover Taco Bell real quick.
To be so honest, I have no idea what I was talking about. Probably not that important. My toddler had a meltdown. She yelled at me. We had to do some tough parenting. I ate half of a Crunch Wrap that I had DoorDash last night, and now I'm running late. We gotta get a move on. These lashes are slaying. I don't care to do any more makeup, and I'm probably not gonna do my hair, but I think my outfit's gonna be cute. Get out of here. We'll see. Okay, I just brushed my hair and I'm praying that it looks decent. It'll probably end up in a closet anyways, but I think my outfit is so cute. Just this denim skirt and a little t-shirt, and then I got this at TJ Maxx this week. If it's a little chilly, so I can wear it like together or not, and then my boots. Let's get ready. I'm finally gonna share my 70-hour birth story, failed induction, all of it. So let's get into it. This might be 2 parts just because I was in the hospital for 6 days. And there's so many details that I have to incorporate. Also, some would say that this was a very negative birth story, but to me, having my baby now, it's very positive. So I wanted to share it. Going back all the way to 35 weeks, I started getting symptoms of cholestasis. Those symptoms are extreme itching, mainly on your feet and your hands. I called my doctor and they got me in like for a next day appointment to do labs. So I went in to do labs, and then I wasn't going to get results back for a few days. So I went home and the itching just started getting worse and worse and worse. Finally, Friday rolls around and my results aren't in, and something just told me like, call your doctor. I called the midwife on call and I was like, hey, can you get my results? And she was like, yeah, I'll be back in a sec. So she calls me back. She was like, hey, so your results came back. Levels are very high. So she told me that I had cholestasis, and she was like, so we're going to have you come in for an induction. And I was like, okay, cool. Thinking that I would be induced Monday or sometime the next week. I didn't think it was that serious. So I was like, okay, when do you need me to come in? And she was like, today, you're getting induced tonight. And I was like, okay. Naturally, John and I started freaking out. We like packed as much as we could. We headed to the hospital. We got to the hospital at exactly 6 p.m. and they sent us into triage to do labs just to confirm that my levels were high still and that I had cholestasis and that I had to be induced that night. So they did my labs. We waited for a long time because of course they switched staff, like that always happens to us. So they kind of forgot that we were there. And eventually a nurse came back and she was like, yep, you're getting induced tonight. Got all of our stuff together and they brought us to labor and delivery. At this point at the hospital, it was just me and John and my brother because John's family was out of town in California. My parents were in Georgia. My sister was on her honeymoon. Like everyone was out of town. So it was kind of just like the 3 amigos the first night. I remember looking at John as soon as we got into labor and delivery and I was like, this is going to end in a C-section. And he was like, don't say that. And I was like, I just know it. We ordered dinner because I really thought things were going to progress fast. So I was like, I need to quickly eat in case they get me on Pitocin immediately. But instead, before bed, they got me on a dose of Cytotec, and then we fell asleep, and then they woke me up at 1 a.m. to give me another dose of Cytotec, and I think I didn't get anything until the next morning. And then all throughout the night, of course, they were doing cervical checks. When they first checked me, I was at like a fingertip, not even a full one, and they checked me again. Still wasn't much bigger. I just basically wasn't progressing with Cytotec at all. I know it was because I was 36 weeks, but I was really hoping that I would progress. Cytotec did nothing for me. Woke us up the next morning. I think I got another dose of Cytotec, and we kind of just kept doing Cytotec. I think I ended up doing like 4 or 5 doses, which sucked because I had to do a cervical check every single time and I started to get like really sore down there. It was not fun at all. So the first night that we were there, we had like our first scare and it was like within 30 minutes of getting my first dose of Cytotec. John Evans's heart rate just dropped to 80 for like 5 minutes and they all came rushing in and were like, you need to turn over, blah, blah, blah. Like, it was like a very panicked moment, but we discovered that it was just position, but that like immediately threw me off. Also, the whole time that I was on Cytotec, they kept filling me up with fluids because my contractions would get really close together and like he would just get super uncomfortable and I think his heart rate was doing something weird. That's kind of when I knew I don't feel like this is gonna work out. And at day 2, I was able to take a shower and I just felt a lot more refreshed. Like I just felt really, really good because I wasn't hooked up to any IVs yet. I truly thought I was progressing. I was having contractions, lots of cramping, like I really just felt like I was dilating. And also he was moving super duper low. Also, I want to preface, single-handedly some of the best nurses in the world. They were so sweet. They were so fun. Like they were like, we're your best friends now. Like I just felt so lucky to have like really good nurses because it definitely kept my spirits up. So by the end of day 2, I had had like 4 doses of Cytotec with 0 progression. So they started me on a very low dose of Pitocin that night. That's when I started feeling like really, really crampy. I was honestly excited to like actually feel contractions because that meant I was making progress. So their plan with the Pitocin was to overnight basically get me to a 1 and then turn off the Pitocin and then give me a Foley balloon. This Foley balloon would like manually bring me to a 4 or potentially a 6 if my body started like kicking into gear. So I was really hopeful that this would work out. Then around 3 a.m. I got woken up by a male doctor, and he came in and checked my cervix. That was the most painful thing I've ever experienced in my life. I recommend not having a male doctor check your cervix because their hands are significantly larger than the tiny midwife girl hands. I was like screaming in pain. I also like to think that I have a pretty high pain tolerance, so if I'm saying that that was bad, it was bad. But my nurse told me if I was uncomfortable with his cervical check, that the Foley balloon would make me very uncomfortable. So she recommended that I get a small dose of morphine just to help when he put the Foley balloon in. Let me tell you, that morphine like makes you legit high. It was insane. I was sitting there and I was like, whoa. Got the morphine. They came in to give me the Foley balloon and it was unsuccessful. They could not get it in. They tried for like 30 minutes and I eventually just like, I can't do this anymore. So I think I fell back asleep and then we woke up the next morning to try again. So here's when things start to kick into gear. Around 7:30 a.m. they came in and they were finally able to successfully put the Foley balloon in. I was so happy, and I was also simultaneously on Pitocin with 0 pain meds, so as you can imagine, the pain really started to kick in. 15 minutes after they put the balloon in, I was in complete agony. It was one contraction that lasted an hour long and there was zero relief from it. It was unbearable. I was vomiting. I do not throw up. I was vomiting like 6 times, crying in pain. I was on all fours. The nurses looked at me and they were like, you need to get your epidural. Like, we don't know what to tell you. You're in a lot of pain and you're throwing up. You're not going to get any better. You need to get the epidural. I opted for the epidural and decided that they could come in. Also, for anyone scared of the epidural, I have a terrible fear of needles. I hate everything having to do with needles, medical stuff. The epidural was so easy. You don't even feel it. It was so chill. You don't get lightheaded. You don't feel weird. Like, it was great. The numbness was very normal. I could still feel my legs and everything. It was a perfect epidural. I wish that I was able to have a natural labor with that epidural because it was so amazing. Overall, the epidural is a fabulous experience because you feel amazing right after.
Okay, good morning, you guys. Let's get ready for church together. I've been loving using this Rhode glazing milk. Is that the name? Yes. I feel like it just makes my makeup go on so smooth and melty, if that makes sense. Church this afternoon and I did sleep in, but lately I've been liking waking up before my alarm just so I can read my book. And these little spurts where like any chance I can get, I will whip out my Kindle and read. As I've mentioned to you guys, I started the Plated Prisoner series. I started on Audible though. It was so good that by book 2, I was like, okay, wait, I actually want to read the Kindle version. Sometimes if I'm really obsessed with a series, I prefer like actually reading it rather than listening to it because I feel like I get a little bit more out of it. I'm already on book 3. That is how much I'm loving this series. Rather than going out this weekend, I'd much rather stay home and read my book, which I probably need to chill, but it is so good. So if you're a fantasy girly and looking for a new series to start, I highly recommend it. It is a slow burn, I will warn you, but I almost love that more. Truly. Pretty sure it's a completed series, which I also really like because it's the worst when I'm left on a cliffhanger. Like I was just reading The Kindred's Curse and it's not completed and I'm so sad I have to wait for more books to come out. So breaking out so much this week, probably more than I ever have. Honestly, I don't even really want to cover it up because then I feel like my skin can't breathe. I'm just gonna embrace it. I posted a polka dot dress on my story a little while back and that's the dress I want to wear today. So cute and fall. I love this duo palette from Westman Atelier or however you say it. It's so good. This is forever my favorite setting powder. Heavens to Betsy. I'm thinking with the dress, I'm gonna wear my yellow fry boots, knee-high ones. I feel like those would be really cute. Oh, I'm dropping everything. Okay, I have this freckle pen from Loving Tan and I've used it once. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's kind of fun. I'm gonna do more. Pretty sure if you do this below your makeup, like before you go to bed, is like a fake tan, so they last a lot longer than if it was just like a regular freckle pen, which is kind of fun. Do a little lip stain. Gloss. Okay, makeup is done. I need to do my hair, dress, and then I'm out the door. But I love you guys so much and I'll talk to you later.
Get ready with me while I tell you all the jobs that I had before I started social media. My very first job was when I was 15. I worked at a burger shop that my dad owned. Anybody who's worked for the parents knows it's not for the weak at all. 3 months after that, I quit and I got a job somewhere else. And that somewhere else being Bath & Body Works. I lasted a solid 2.5 weeks there before I quit. Bath & Body Works was connected to a white barn. I was a little 16-year-old who worked with a bunch of older college girls. I would be the only one who would get sent to like the white barn side and nobody would talk to me. Nobody would explain what I'm doing. I always felt like I was getting talked down on or like I was a kid. One thing about me is if I don't like the job, I'm not staying in it. Quit that so fast and got a job in the same mall at a different store. This time it was like a sneaker store. This was one of my favorite jobs ever. Worked here for a year. And I remember I'd work like 40 hours a week. I remember my only work friend was quitting that job to work at Aerie, which was also in the same mall. It was just opening, so they were looking for a bunch of different positions. So guess what I did? Aerie was a totally different vibe than any store that I've ever worked in. That work friend that I quit and moved jobs together with quit the job within a week, so I was left stranded with people that I didn't know. I learned my lesson very quickly. I did last in that job like 8 to 9 months. I'm 18 at this time, so I'm going through an epiphany, and I realized that I never want to work for somebody ever again. I woke up that morning, I texted my boss that I'm never coming in again, and the same day I posted my very first TikTok video, which was around 2022. Fast forward, I have my own business. The biggest business lesson I could teach myself was to go out, work, and realize that I never want to do it again.
Get ready with me, but my racist Halloween costumes my mom made me wear 2 years in a row. To start off, I was like a second grader, and like I knew what cultural appropriation was. Like I learned about Christopher Columbus, and my mom suggested this idea. I was like, maybe not. But I pulled up to elementary school as a Native American. It wasn't like anything simple. I had this huge thing that was like this tall and made of feathers and like a whole like leather costume. Like I had like the shoes, like everything you could have seen gone wrong. Now this is like my mom we're talking about. So I was like, you know what, if she's letting me wear this to school, then I'm sure it has to be okay to wear. This is where I was so wrong. So I pull up and I'm feeling like hecka confident about my outfit. And you know, I pulled up to school, everyone's staring at me, and I was like, yeah, probably because I had like a 5-foot head thing on. I genuinely believed at the time that everybody was staring at me because my outfit was so good. If you think this one was bad, just wait till you see what my mom pulled the next year after this one. So we were doing roll call, and she was like, Madeline, and I was like, here, like, you know, I was so confident, I was so happy, and she looks at me, and I'm telling you, like, her jaw dropped to the floor, and I was like, what? And I honestly don't know why they didn't send me home, but nobody really said anything, but she was just, like, staring at me, and I was like, yep, I'm that girl, I have the best costume. No. But we sit in class, and we were, like, watching a Halloween movie, and then we got to recess. Recess is where I decide I'm really gonna get into character. So I decided that I was gonna form my own tribe, because we, like, were learning about them, and we knew they had tribes. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna name my tribe the Cherokee tribe. So I gathered like probably like 15 or 20 kids, and mind you, I was like the popular girl in like second grade, why does it matter, I don't know. And we had this tribe, and we were like hooting and hollering and tackling other little kids on the playground. And mind you, like other parents were here for the after thing, we're like, we're gonna do the best dress thing, and I thought I was gonna win. But I'm over here like tackling kids, screaming, pretending to them, like I was doing the whole shebang, like nothing was wrong. And you know what? I don't even know if like other kids knew what was wrong. Like we were just having a grand old time, But like I said, we're gonna go inside and do the parade after this now. But before we walk inside, this little kid who was like obviously my friend at the time was like, Madeline. I was like, what? And he was like, my mom thinks your costume's racist. I was like, when I tell you, I froze and I was like, it's getting a little bit hot in here. And I was super self-conscious for like the rest of the day because I barely knew what racist meant, but I knew it was bad. And why is like a 30-year-old woman calling me that? I don't know, like I don't have free will at this point in time. But I was super self-conscious, and like, you know, I wasn't as happy walking through the hallways as proudly as I was before. So, you know, I just like played outside as hard as I possibly could. And Native American like cheek stuff, like I don't know why my mom did that to me. It was like completely sweated off, and I'm like pretty sure that we went wiped off in the bathroom, where I can't remember if she's like let it run down my face. While I was walking down looking like a hot mess around the parade, I'm not even joking when I tell you this, I had a mother following me with a camera. I was like, Shorty, what are you doing, Shorty? Shorty, what are you doing? And she like wasn't even saying anything. She was like recording me, and I was like, okay, maybe her like kids in front of me, because you know I have common sense. And I'm looking around. Her child's nowhere to be seen. I had like this full-grown woman recording me for only God knows why. Well, we all know why actually, but I just act like I don't know because that's embarrassing. And this mom also actually ran the elementary like Facebook page or whatever it was. I was practically forced to walk past every single parent in like the entire school district, and when I tell you, each and every one of them's mouth fell agape, like I threatened to end their entire bloodline was unreal. Like I'd walk past people and they'd go, like, you think I chose to wear this? Like, no. I was like, Mom, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't wear this. Like, I feel like this isn't okay. And she, no, it's cute. It's cute. And she actually tried to make my sister wear it this year. And I was like, didn't we not learn from 2017 or whatever grade I was in second grade in? The next year, my mom decided to dress me up as one of those Japanese, like the really pretty ones, like the long gowns. And they have like the hair up in the buns. I forgot what they're called. Please, somebody tell me what they're called. But I know for a fact that I don't have any pictures of that because, like, I wiped them off the face of the plant. I was so embarrassed. Like, 2 years in a row, woman, are we serious? Anyways, that's it for today. Bye, guys.